All right, so a quick look then at the back end of Bubble, or the builder, Bubble's builder, basically. So we have different layers. So we've got under gig management, we've got this. So I know that okay, I'm gonna have to do a bit of work here. So this is pretty straightforward. Bearing in mind, if you don't know how to use these elements, you're gonna have a really steep learning curve because Bubble is not, it's not easy for someone who isn't familiar with coding or how the logic is going to work. So you're gonna come here and you're gonna be a little bit bamboozled basically. So we have all of these overlays and we have the different pages here. So if I go to, let's say, the artist dashboard, so I can see the information that I need, so I can be like, oh, okay, so it's counting the tracks, it's searching for the gigs, going to count the gigs, etc., etc. And this is all stuff that you need to be able to input and pull out of the database, basically. So this is where Bubble's database lives. So I can see these different data types here and it's pulling information from there. And then we have app data, option sets, etc., etc. So if I go back to the design, what I do want to highlight though is these 8 issues here. So these are things that I would need to figure out before I can deploy. On top of all the other things that I know that I have to figure out, I've got to figure out how to fix all of these. But if I click on one, it will take me to where I need to go, basically. So there's something that I need to address here. So I would need to work on going through all of these and bearing in mind that there are going to be some more issues that flag up. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be a really steep learning curve. You're going to have to pay someone to go through it and to do it for you, and to also go through all the styling as well. So in my opinion, it's not something that someone who is not familiar with Bubble would be able to easily use and create something. So for me, I spent quite a lot of time working on debugging stuff, and then I'm like, you know what, it's still not doing what I want it to do. So I know where I've already got to with my product, I can just take aspects of this and make mine better, and also maybe learn something new from the Bubbles AI builder, which is always cool to do. But I'm pretty all right in terms of using Bubble. So I would say, okay, I can use this to get me maybe 15% of the way, and I'm gonna have to do the rest myself. That's where I am with it. I don't think it's suitable if you want to have something complex, but it can give you a good starting point for something, but know that you're going to have to do quite a lot of work on top of what it's already done. And you're going to have to go through and fix issues as well. So let me know what your thoughts are. What have you created? How have you found then building on top of it? Did you bother to do that? What issues did you have? How did you overcome them? And as someone who maybe doesn't use low code or no code platforms, like how did you find it? You know? Yeah. I'm going to be exploring a lot more of these different, I guess, vibe coding tools. This is not a vibe coding tool, by the way. This is Bubble, but Bubble is really, really powerful. So I would definitely say, if you've got something that you want to create an MVP for, Bubble is definitely a good place to go to. But the AI function is not going to get you there. But let me know what your thoughts are.